News at noon starts right now.
And we start with a wild morning on the southwest side. It has left quite a few people picking up the pieces of their damaged property. San
Antonio police say a couple of carjacking suspects caused a big mess near Warhorse and War Cloud Drives as they tried to get away from those officers.
And as Katrina Weber tells us, only one of them was actually successful.
Before the sun came up, two sides of a backyard fence had come down at the corner of Warhorse and War Cloud Drives. San Antonio police say someone in an SUV plowed right through it around 4 this morning, took out a fire hydrant, and slammed into a parked car. The hydrant and SUV ended up right outside someone else's front door.
I came out, first thing I seen was the doors were open and the cop was saying, freeze, freeze, freeze.
They came right through this fence over here and jumped the back and went into the forest over there.
These two neighbors saw the confusion as police went after one person who bailed out and ran. The officers searched but lost him in a wooded area. They arrested a second person still inside the vehicle.
When I looked at it, it looks like just a little bit further, they would have went right into that house.
Bad driving, according to police, wasn't their only crime. They say the SUV was stolen, taken in a carjacking earlier from a man at an apartment complex 6 miles away. Police say the victim told them he was here trying to get in the gate of this apartment complex when two men came up, pointed guns at him, and then drove off in his SUV. When police spotted the SUV later, they say the driver sped off, ultimately ending up in the neighborhood where he made a mess.
By the grace of God, nobody got injured.
No serious injuries anyway, but police say during the hunt for the criminal, one officer did suffer a minor bite from his canine as it also tried to do its job. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
A man accused of shooting and killing a 3-year-old boy, now closer to learning his fate. Closing arguments in Eric Trevino's murder trial are set to begin today. The victim of the center of this case, 3-year-old Rene Blancas Jr. He was killed back in 2017 while he was in a vehicle with his family. Yesterday, more witnesses took the stand, and earlier this week, jurors saw Trevino's interrogation video. If convicted, he faces life in prison without parole.
Today, the death toll following Tuesday's migrant tragedy rose to 53. So far, 34 people have been identified. The Precinct 1 County Commissioner told us they have contacted the Mexican, Guatemalan, Honduran, and El Salvadoran consulates to help identify the bodies, as well as contact families in their home country. Federal investigators took 3 suspects into custody in connection with this case. So far, 2 are facing charges. Juan Francisco de Luna Bilbao and Juan Claudio de Luna Mendez. Both men are charged with possession of a weapon by an alien illegally in the United States. Federal investigators have not been clear on whether smuggling charges will be filed or if the men were even involved. Meanwhile, the community continues to react to the massive loss of life. Tonight, a rally will be held at Travis Park. Organizers say it's a call to action. They want to see policy changes to prevent something like this from happening again.
And on the heels of that migrant tragedy, Governor Greg Abbott expected to hold a press conference in Eagle Pass around 2 o'clock this afternoon to give a border security update. He's going to be joined by the director of DPS. We will live stream the governor's comments on KSAT.com. We also have a crew there, and we will have the latest tonight on KSAT 12 News at 5, 6, and on the Night Beat at 10. The State House Select Committee resumed hearings in Uvalde today in the wake of that deadly shooting at Robb Elementary. The committee aims to learn more about what led to the tragic events that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead, as well as 17 others wounded. The mayor of Uvalde and some teachers were set to speak today. The closed-door hearings will continue tomorrow.
The war in Ukraine on the agenda at the Nato summit in Madrid today. As ABC's Karen Travers reports, President Biden underscored the Atlantic Alliance's commitment to defend every inch of its territory.
With the war in Ukraine now intensifying after recent Russian airstrikes on civilians, President Biden says the NATO alliance is proving it's more necessary now than ever before.
In a moment where Putin has shattered peace in Europe and attacked the very tenets of rule-based order, the United States and our allies are going to step up, let me know.
The president announcing the extension of some U.S. troop deployments in Europe, establishing a military headquarters in Poland, the first permanent American forces on NATO's eastern flank. The U.S. also increasing the number of U.S. Navy destroyers stationed here in Spain from 4 to 6, sending 2 additional F-35 squadrons to the U.K. and enhancing rotational deployments in the Baltics.
Together, our allies, we're going to make sure that NATO is ready to meet threats in all directions across every domain, land, air, and the sea.
There are currently 100,000 U.S. troops in Europe, including 10,000 in Poland, but no specifics from the president or senior officials on how large that permanent U.S. military presence will be in Poland or how many U.S. troops will deploy to Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania.
We're going to continue to adjust our posture based on the threat in close consultation with our allies.
And the NATO alliance soon getting 2 new members. On the eve of the Madrid summit, Turkey dropping its objections to bids from Finland and Sweden, 2 countries on Russia's doorstep.
Their decision to move away from neutrality and the tradition of neutrality to join NATO alliance is going to make us stronger and more secure.
But it's not just Ukraine on the agenda. NATO leaders are also discussing challenges posed by China. And President Biden met with the leaders of South Korea and Japan to talk about the threat of North Korea. Karen Travers, ABC News, traveling with the president in Madrid.
Let's get outside with the live cam. Actually, pretty nice day today. It's already 90 degrees. When's the last time we got to talk about how to dry out?
Exactly. It's been a while.
Long time. How great was yesterday? I mean, it's sunny today, but yesterday, the rain coming down, it was perfect. It was fairly widespread here around San Antonio, and we got some good numbers. Take a look at the rainfall totals here around the area. Places like the airport got about half an inch. Floresville close to 2 inches. Bernie over an inch. And you look locally here around San Antonio, the numbers were good, close to 4 inches. In Windcrest, that was the highest total we saw, but Alamo Ranch, close to 3 inches, 1.6 down there at Kelly, Stone Up, 1.5. Elmendorf, close to an inch down there. So it was spotty, but most of San Antonio at least got some good steady rain for a while yesterday. As we look at the satellite picture today, I'm watching a couple of things here. We've got some clouds trying to bubble up across our southeastern counties. We also see some of that cloud cover building to the south and west of San Antonio. Here in town, skies are still mostly sunny. And I think if we're going to see anything, it's within that area I outlined there of if we're going to see anything next couple of hours. He's probably going to be there with some showers and maybe a storm or two. Some of those could make a run for San Antonio this evening. 87 at Helotes, 89 right now at the airport, 89 Randolph, 87 Bulverde, 90 right now in Pleasanton. And the KSAT 12-hour forecast, 94. 2 o'clock will be 95 by 3 p.m., up around 96 for high. At the 5 o'clock hour, just a 10% chance of rain here in San Antonio. So much, much lower today as far as those rain chances are concerned. We're watching what's going on in the Gulf of Mexico. Could we get some tropical development? We'll talk more about that here in just a few minutes, guys.
Justin, thank you. San Antonio police say a man was shot while driving along I-35 and I-10 near downtown overnight. It happened near the intersection of Frio Street and Cesar Chavez around 10:30. SAPD says the man was driving when another vehicle pulled up next to him and a passenger in that vehicle started shooting.
Police say the driver of the first vehicle was hit under the eye. The bullet exited his neck. The man was able to get off the highway at South Alamo and get to a bus station and call for help. He was taken to the hospital, but so far no word on his condition.
An effort to run a red light now proven to have deadly consequences.
Police say a driver collided with a cement truck on the city's southwest side. Our Jonathan Cotto has the latest for us.
Flares, smoke, and police units marked the scene of this deadly crash happening at the intersection of Highway 16 and Southwest Loop 410 shortly after 6. Police say a man in his 40s traveling northbound on Highway 16 was trying to beat the light that had turned red. The motorcyclist collided with the cement truck that was turning left from the Loop 410 access road onto Highway 16. The bike ended up lodged under the truck and dragged halfway through the intersection, the crash causing for road closures for hours. San Antonio Police Department's Traffic Investigation Division making the scene, attempting to piece together the details of this crash.
Now, police tell us the driver of the truck is being cooperative and as of right now does not appear to be at fault, but of course this is a situation that is under investigation. Reporting from the city's southwest side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Another Spurs assistant about to become a head coach in the NBA. Got that for you coming up.
And a local nonprofit is helping veterans by providing some warmth and comfort. And how you can help them out, we'll tell you after the break.
Traffic authority outside with traffic cam I-10 at Vance Jackson. You can see there's absolutely no traffic moving on that because police have shut down that highway due to an accident.
Yeah, it's going to be closed from Fresno to Hildebrand because of that major accident. We're waiting for more information from police, but that information coming from SAPD's Twitter this afternoon.
Once again, West, Fresno, and Hildebrand. So if you are headed out of the house and headed that direction, you might want to find an alternative route. In the meantime, hospitals are cold and developments are long. So a local nonprofit getting veterans at hospitals and deployed service members blankets to bring them warmth and comfort.
Such a great program. Soldiers Angels Blanket Drive kicking off this week, where they're collecting blankets of all kinds, whether it be store-bought, handmade, or my favorite, even no-sew blankets. Tiffany Hortes reports on how you can get involved.
They've cut the blanket, they've cut the fringe, and now they're tying it to make the final fringe of the blanket.
Nancy Marshall spent Wednesday morning teaching staff and volunteers at Soldiers Angels how to make no-sew blankets.
I love being a part of Soldiers Angels. I come from a military family, and it's my way to help give back to our service members and veterans.
The nonprofit is kicking off their annual blanket drive for deployed service members.
It's really nice because it is a touch of home.
And for veterans in hospitals.
We do a lot of support for the San Antonio VA, so quite a few of them will go right down the road here in San Antonio.
The nonprofit hopes to meet their goal this year.
Our goal this year is 2022, so 2,022 blankets this year. The last several years we've come short of that goal, and so today we're actually teaching our team how to do it so they can go out and train others and show them how to make these blankets.
Making these no-sew blankets can be a fun activity for the entire family. All you need are these materials right here, and there's even a tutorial online that can help.
It's a great way for moms and dads and their kids to come together as a unit and make something that a veteran is just going to love and appreciate.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
That's something to warm your heart right there. Well, in a new addition to our health and wellness segment, New You, here's your nutrition tip. Fish is highly recommended in most daily diets and has a huge health benefit. They contain high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and lower your blood pressure. It also has got a lot of B12 vitamins, which can help improve your mood. Fish is packed with protein to keep you feeling full longer. And if you're looking for a low-calorie option, try ceviche. It's lower in calories because it's simply cooked in citrus juice, and that's another health benefit. Lime juice can help aid digestion. For more tips like these, you can search the new topic on New You on KSAT.com or scan the QR code right there on your screen. You can also check out some of the other stories we've done as a part of our New You series.
That's squid?
It did look like squid. I really like squid. It's good. That's what I usually get when I go to a sushi place. Order a little bit of octopus squid.
Wow. Okay. Great looking day outside. We're just going to move right on into the, I bet there's still some puddle splashing going on around San Antonio after all that rain. Some kids out there just making a big mess, having fun.
It was so nice to have puddles. It's been so long. The rain was great yesterday. It did help out the aquifer. It's up a foot today to 634.9. That's huge. We need it to go up even more, but this is a good start. The rain did bring mold numbers up, though. They're up to 3,540 in the high category, so just a heads up there. What's ahead? What's going on in the tropics, too? We're going to have the latest coming up.
I think we can withstand the humidity and withstand the mold because we got some serious rain yesterday.
Yes, we did. It was the first time I think I stepped outside and took my dog for a walk and didn't immediately start sweating today. So
really?
Yeah, it was good.
There you go.
Yeah, if you even take the rain out of the picture, okay, which we needed, if anything else, we got cooler temperatures yesterday. For the first time in a long time, we were below average. It was weird. It didn't feel right. We have spent so many days above average, and it's been so hot. It was nice to have the cloud cover and things cool down a little bit. Take a look at the month so far. Yesterday, yes, below average. Today, we're probably going to jump up back above average, and the end of June there, we're probably going to get close as well. It's still going to be a very hot month. Still probably could go into the record books as one of the hotter Junes. But yesterday, again, sort of the anomaly. It was great to see. Outside right now, we've got mostly clear skies. Temperatures sitting at 89 degrees, mostly sunny. Dew point is at 59. And so there's not a ton of humidity to contend with. Easterly winds at 6 miles per hour. I mentioned this area here is what we're watching for maybe a little bit of development here next couple of hours for some light showers, maybe a storm. Computer models are hinting at that. But notice San Antonio is mostly sunny. All this is staying off to the south and east for now. Also some clouds trying to bubble up out west. Because we have a lot of sun, temperatures have made their way up close to 90 now. It is going to be a hot day. 88 degrees Boulevardy, 92 already in New Braunfels, 90 in Rio Medina, 91 right now in Castroville. And looking at the forecast here, we will start to see that increase in clouds. They'll try to work a little bit closer to San Antonio by the late afternoon hours. And we'll put in a 20% chance of rain for those along the coast. And then some of those showers or storms may try to make a run at San Antonio this evening. This is around 6 o'clock, so we'll put in a 10% chance of rain. It's not a great chance. It's certainly not going to look like yesterday, but there could be some showers or a storm or two on the radar as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours. And then once we lose the daytime heating, these all go away. And we'll see the rain chances go away tonight. So the KSAT 12-hour forecast, 10% chance at 3 o'clock, 95, 96 at 4 p.m. A bit more cloud cover by the late afternoon and evening hours, 92 at 7 o'clock, still a 10% chance of rain. And then we take rain chances out of the picture this evening with 85 degrees at 10 o'clock. Let's talk tropics. We've got a couple systems out there. One that basically we think this is going to become a tropical storm and likely would become Bonnie. This is on a westward track moving towards Central America, would have no impact on the United States. But there is another system back out here. This one has a 30% chance of development as it moves west. We have plenty of time to watch this. Still very disorganized. The other area, of course, we are watching is in the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of showers and storms here. Hurricane Center has brought this up to a 40% chance of development. Regardless of if this makes it to a tropical depression or maybe a tropical storm, that's a big if. I think the main takeaway here is that it's going to produce some pretty heavy rain along the coast. And we look at the radar and satellite right now, still pretty disorganized. We've got some showers and storms though. And it looks like a little bit of a spin there in the atmosphere. The spaghetti plots try to take this northeast of San Antonio. There are a few that try to take it in our direction, but I think we're thinking that this is probably going to take more of an easterly track. That's an indication at this point. And with that, most of the rain would be to our east as well. The Futurecast shows that. Some showers making their way into Texas here by 3 p.m. tomorrow. Some showers there on the coast and then moving north with some heavier rain along I-10. But to our east, around Houston, they're probably going to get quite a bit more rain out of this than we will. In fact, I don't know that we'll get all that much at all. We're going to keep some small rain chances in there, but the big totals will be right on the coast, 3 inches plus there for us. Eastern counties, maybe a half an inch out of this little system, and for us here in San Antonio, probably not much at all. We will have 20% chance of rain in the forecast Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with temperatures in the mid-90s, and then after that it dries out. 98 Sunday, 99 on Monday for, of course, July 4th, and then we've got more heat showing up next week.
Bringing back those near triple digits. There we go.
Yes.
Thanks, Justin.
Mm-hmm. The three Spurs draft picks starting to get to know each other on and off the courts. And an update for you on the big Pigskin Classic, now just a couple of months away.
All right, we're still tracking that accident that's happening on I-10 westbound as we take a look outside at this traffic map. Now, according to San Antonio Police Department, I-10 eastbound will be shut down from Fresno to Hildebrand. There's a backup on the 410 I-10 right around the Vance Jackson area. So if you have to head out the door and that's on your route, maybe pick a different route. Still waiting for more information on that crash, but you can see completely shut down there. This is a look at I-10 near Vance Jackson outside.
Another Spurs assistant about to run his own team. The Utah Jazz finalizing a 5-year contract to make Will Hardy their next head coach. He's currently an assistant with the Boston Celtics, and he would be the youngest coach in the NBA. The 34-year-old will replace Quinn Snyder. He resigned earlier this month after leading the Jazz the last 8 seasons with a 372-264 record. That included 6 trips to the playoffs. Hardy spent 11 seasons in San Antonio. He started as an intern, moved up to video coordinator, and then later became an assistant coach. And in fact, sports producer Mike Klein found some video from a 2017 practice where Hardy made an appearance. All right, now that the Spurs' 3 first-round draft picks have been properly introduced to their new fans, they can start getting ready to play in the Summer League. The games in Las Vegas start a week from Friday on July 8th, and it will be a good first look at all 3. Number 9 overall, 6'9", Jeremy Sochan out of Baylor, wingman Malachi Brenham, and from the Ohio State and Notre Dame guard Blake Wesley. They've all started to grow and bond.
We got, our group chat as of right now. Yeah. We're supposed to be meeting a couple dudes, like Josh Primo and all them later, I'm pretty sure, doing that throughout this week, so we're excited.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. DeJounte Murray texted me, which was really cool, and I feel like he already, is making a connection with us, and he, wants to help us out, and I feel like we're going to be sponges and just learn from them.
That's what you get with the youngsters. They hang out with a couple of dudes from the team. I like that. The Abyss is looking for redemption after the team dropped their series opener last night against Rockhounds in Midland. That final was 10-3. The series continues in Midland through Sunday. Then on Monday, the Missions are going to be back home to play the Frisco Rough Riders. And we are just a couple of months until the first annual KSAT Pigskin Classic, featuring 3 big high school games in the Alamo Dome, all on Saturday, August 27th. It starts at 11:30 in the morning in the Dome with Smithson Valley and Reagan, followed by Judson taking on Johnson at 3:30, and then Steele against Brennan at 7:30. Tickets are only $15 and are available right now at all Las Palapas locations. Go in there and grab your little lunch and grab your little tickets so you can enjoy 3 high school football games on the opening day. Those are some nice teams to be watching, too. Big time football.
Big time football. Won't want to miss it. Well, a woman who thought she was rescuing her cat actually ended up grabbing someone else's pet. How she got to the bottom of the accidental catnapping.
Welcome back. Start outside with live cam. Look at this. After all that rain and all those thunder boomers and lightning and nothing.
Just clear skies.
There's nothing out there right now.
Clear skies right here.
Beautiful.
Like it.
Justin.
You guys know your way around a weather wall.
How you like that, huh?
We just kind of point and we pretend we're you.
It's perfect. I love it. Check your rain gauges yesterday. Good rain, hopefully. Everybody, we'll show you what we saw here on KSAT Connect. We got some pictures in of some rain gauges around the area. This is from Poth. It's a good number, close to 3 inches of rain there. It was variable. Those numbers are around San Antonio and down around Poth and Floresville. Some places got as much as 3 inches, others maybe a quarter of an inch to half an inch. But you know what? It was pretty widespread, and that's exactly what we needed in some cases. It was just a good soaking rain. As we look at the satellite picture right now, we've got some clouds trying to bubble up across our eastern counties. Not much cloud cover here around San Antonio, but you see the clouds kind of stretching to our south and then back to the south and west. But it's this area here where we may start to see a few showers popping up within the hour. We are noticing a few showers right along the coast. Some tropical moisture trying to work a little bit closer to the Texas coast. In the meantime, with all that sun out there, temperatures are warming up. 89 degrees at the airport, 91 Pleasanton, 93 Hondo, 89 right now in Kerrville. Mostly right around 90 here in San Antonio, and you'll see these numbers jump into the mid-90s this afternoon. Rain chances today, not so good. Yesterday was great. Today, don't expect much. If we're going to see anything, it's going to be a shower or two lumping in from the south and east. We'll put in a 10% chance. Slightly better chances next couple days, but even then, we're talking 20%. It all depends on what goes on down there in the Gulf. We'll check in on that forecast coming up again here in just a few minutes, guys.
All right, Justin, thank you. Well, more than 7 million people in Bangladesh are in desperate need of shelter and emergency relief. One aid agency is calling this the worst flooding to hit South Asia in a long time. Hundreds of thousands of homes near the Bangladesh-India border are underwater, and in the worst hit areas, whole neighborhoods have been completely submerged. This after torrential rain has caused rivers in Bangladesh to overflow. At least 207 people in both countries have died since the flooding has begun. Well, today, singer and songwriter R. Kelly is likely to find out his sentence. He was convicted on several charges, including sex trafficking charges and up to 25 years in prison. His defense attorney believes that he should face a maximum of just 10 years. Now, according to unsealed court documents, they say the abuse Kelly dealt with as a child should account for a lenient sentence. After his sentence is handed out, Kelly is expected to be taken to Chicago, where he's facing a federal trial for child pornography and obstruction charges.
CVS Pharmacy says it is removing limits on purchasing emergency contraceptives. This comes shortly after the company started limiting purchases of the morning after pill Plan B to 3 per customer. CVS implemented the limitation due to the increase in demand for emergency contraceptives after the Supreme Court overruled Roe v. Wade. The company's sales have now stabilized, and purchase limits are expected to be removed from all locations as well as their website, cvs.com, within 24 hours.
Well, stiff joints, nagging knee and hip pain are just some of the things people with arthritis have to deal with. But if you're worried about your risk for the disease, there are some things that you can do. ABC's Jay O'Brien has more.
For anyone with a smartwatch or fitness tracker, you're probably used to daily step goals. But how many steps should you be aiming for? Well, it actually depends on your age. A study published in The Lancet analyzed the steps of nearly 50,000 people for up to 10 years. They found more daily steps were linked with a lower risk of death. In fact, adults in the top quarter of steps had half of the risk of death compared to those in the bottom quarter. Unfortunately, these benefits do flatten out after enough steps. For adults under 60 years old, most of the benefits were achieved between 8,000 and 10,000 steps. For adults older than 60, this was 6,000 to 8,000 steps. Surprisingly, the pace of walking did not have a survival benefit. So get your steps in, no matter what your speed is. Set a goal of 10,000 steps if you're under 60 or 8,000 if you're over 60, and talk to a healthcare provider about what other exercises are right for you. For ABC News, I'm Jay O'Brien.
The American Academy of Pediatrics has updated its guidance on breastfeeding. It recommends breastfeeding for at least the first 6 months of a baby's life. The AAP supports continued breastfeeding for ages 2 and older, and it says breast milk provides significant health benefits to babies. While breastfeeding may not be an option for everyone, the AAP says any amount of breast milk is better than none. The group is urging a non-judgmental environment to moms, along with support for all families, regardless of their feeding choices. This is the AAP's first update to its breastfeeding guidance in 10 years. A woman thought she got lucky and stumbled upon her cat that had gotten out of the house. However, it turns out she was wrong and accidentally did a little cat caper. Uh-oh. And the caper caught on Siri's TikTok posts. How it came to an end, coming up.
And Woodlawn Theater is going to be a little bit more magical this summer. Their latest show takes you under the sea. We've got a preview coming up.
These are your top headlines from Cheddar News. Socialite Ghislaine Maxwell was sentenced to 20 years in prison on Tuesday. That for helping financier Jeffrey Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. Maxwell was convicted of sex trafficking and other counts back in December. The sentence was shorter, though, than the 30 years the government had recommended. Meanwhile, a new survey says vehicle quality declined 11% this year in 2022. The biggest decline in the history of J.D. Power is largely due to part shortages and shipping delays. Buick, Dodge, and Chevy topped the list. Hyundai's Genesis ranked highest among premium vehicles. Volvo, Chrysler, and Polestar were at the bottom. And Airbnb is making a ban on parties permanent. In 2020, Airbnb banned parties and homes on their platform. That to help curb the spread of the coronavirus. Since it was implemented, the policy, Airbnb has seen a 44% drop in the rate of party reports year over year. The company also plans to scrap their 16-person limit as well. And that's Cheddar News Update. I'm Baker Machado coming to you from Cheddar Studios in Lower Manhattan.
Oh, it is a case of a cat napping gone wrong.
Yeah, one cat owner went viral on TikTok, of course, after stealing someone else's cat, thinking it was her own cat. CNN's Jeannie Mose reports.
It's the confession of a cat burglar.
I stole someone's cat.
Actually, the cat is a victim of mistaken identity. Kelly McCann's cat, George, escaped the other day, but Kelly thought she spied him as she drove up to her house in Ontario, Canada.
I was like, George, and the cat came right up to me. I couldn't even believe it. That's why I was like, get in the car. And I'm like yelling at the car. I'm like, how did you get out? And the cat's like, meow.
But when she entered her house, well, we'll let the video that went viral take it from here.
George, I thought you were on the loose. I have a cat in my car. Look.
George didn't look, but millions on TikTok did.
I stole someone's cat. That's not George.
Advice poured in. Put him back where you found him. How can people not recognize their own cat, though? Well, they do look similar. In a second TikTok video,
Hi, Mr. Cat. Hey, BB.
Kelly released him right around where she found him. He seems to be an outdoor cat that she still occasionally sees in her small community of townhouses. Owner unknown. As for that video, there are almost as many comments on your laugh as on the cat mix-up.
Yeah,
Did I hear it there for a moment?
Yeah.
Someone called it the unhinged cackle, the Elmo laugh sent me. Posted another, why your laugh was like Ariana Grande's. To us, it sounds like that cat got her tongue and was pulling on it. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
After hearing the Elmo laugh, they do sound so much alike. It blows my mind.
It started out as a story about George, and it not being George, and ended up a story about her laugh.
Yeah, I remember that laugh a lot more than George the cat.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. That's a laugh. 89 degrees so far today. 69 was the low this morning. We were able to drop down quite a bit, and there was actually a little bit of fog this morning. Temperatures now warming up into the 90s. We will be above average today, but below the record, thankfully, of 108 set back in 2013. Is there any more rain in the forecast? We'll look at that. Plus, hurricane hunters flying into that disturbance into the Gulf. We've got the latest coming up.
Warm.
It is very warm.
It's humid.
It is humid. There's some puddles still out there.
We hope.
Yeah.
And
splash around, cool down.
Nice.
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
It's warm with you. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Clear skies out there right now. We're starting off really pretty nice today after what was a great day yesterday with the rainfall. As we look out over the city right now, mostly clear skies. Temperatures at 89 degrees. Dew point is at 59. There's actually not all that much humidity out there, so we don't have a feels like temperature today. But temperatures will get awful warm this afternoon into the mid-90s for highs. 90 right now in Kerrville, 93 in Hondo, 91 in Uvalde. Areas that didn't see as much rain yesterday. 88 Creosote Springs, 93 right now in Cotulla, and a lot of upper 80s and low 90s here around Bexar County at this hour. And you'll see these numbers jump up pretty quickly. We are seeing a lot of sun. We mentioned the dew points. They do come down. We started off in the 60s this morning, but the dew points probably coming down. Well, we're in the 50s right now, so those numbers overshooting just a little bit. And I think that you'll feel sort of the drier air mass today somewhat this afternoon, despite the fact we had the rain yesterday. Looking at the forecast, some clouds trying to move in by the late afternoon and evening hours. We are going to put in a 20% chance of rain closer to the coast, where there's a little bit more moisture. I think that we'll see some showers get going there here within the next couple of hours. And some of this activity will make a run for San Antonio this evening. Whether or not it makes it, that's the big question. And I think the chances are really pretty low. We'll put in a 10% chance here in San Antonio. But if you're watching from Gonzales, Cuero, Hallettsville down the Karn City, a little better shot at seeing a shower or storm today. It's not going to be as widespread as yesterday, that's for sure. High temperatures today up around 96 here in San Antonio, 98 in New Braunfels, 97 in Seguin, 98 Pleasanton. We'll see some triple digits potentially down around Pearsall and Carrizo Springs. Okay, let's talk tropics now. We are watching hurricane hunters. They are flying into this disturbance here in the Gulf of Mexico. We can track their flight there. And they're detecting some surface pressure down to around 1,014 millibars there. So this system still rather disorganized. But what happens when they fly into it? They gather a lot of data. This goes into our models, and it really helps us to better forecast what's going on down there. And they'll probably do a couple more flights into this thing to get some more data. We'll keep you posted. In the meantime, we can look at the satellite and radar and see that it is still rather disorganized. We do have some showers and storms associated with this, but nothing that is around a center of circulation, nothing that shows us that this is developing rapidly, at least at this point. Probably still encountering some shear, but as we look at the futurecast here, it is going to start to throw some showers in the direction of the Texas coast by tomorrow. This is around 3 o'clock. And I think those along the coast will have the best shot at seeing some decent rainfall. And then more of that rain moving onshore by Friday. But notice it puts most of the rain out around Houston and keeps us dry. We would be on the dry side of things. Don't know that we're going to get much out of this, unfortunately, and that'll move north and take a lot of the rain with it. So as we look at for the potential rainfall here, the big numbers are going to be along the coast, 3 inches plus down there, depending on how this thing evolves. But I think San Antonio is not going to see much out of it. And then maybe some of our eastern counties picking up a ½ inch. Again, it all depends on kind of what happens next couple of days, but it doesn't look like it's going to be producing a lot of rain for us here in town. Again, a 10% chance of rain today, 96, 93 on Thursday, 20% chance of rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you're east of town, those numbers are a little bit higher. 94 Friday, 96 Saturday. And then as we head into next week, 4th of July, 99, there will be some hundreds on the map and hot to start next week or going into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week as well, guys.
Thursday, Friday, looking cool. 93, 94. Cool, buddy.
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
Not bad at all. Thanks, Justin.
The latest production at Woodlawn Theater is bringing a fairy tale to life. We are going under the sea.
Hey, happy birthday. Hey.
Disney has dropped the teaser trailer for Hocus Pocus 2.
Ooh.
The original 1993 movie saw 3 witch sisters woken up from a 300-year sleep in Salem, Massachusetts by the lighting of the black flame candle.
Oh, it's so spooky. It's so good. This is the best movie. Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy and Jimmy return as the Sanderson sisters, brought back again when 2 young girls light that candle. Hocus Pocus 2 starts streaming on Disney Plus on September 30th, just in time for the Halloween spooky season. David Sears pumped about this movie. I can already tell you need to watch the first one.
Missed the first one.
It's amazing.
Okay. Well, I know where you're going to be September 30th.
Yeah.
Every summer, the Woodlawn Theater picks a fairy tale production, and this year the staff is performing Disney's The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, but this won't be the typical production you'd expect to see. Digital journalist Andrew Wilson and producer Alexis Page got to meet with the cast and give us a peek backstage.
Summer, the Woodlawn Theater puts on a fairy tale production, and this year they're going under the sea with Disney's Little Mermaid.
The stage version adds so much life and color. It dives deeper into the relationships of the story. And so there's a lot more, though we love the classic characters that we think of when we think The Little Mermaid, it's almost like it expands that.
Everybody in this production is amazing. We have some of the younger cast members who are just the sweetest, most encouraging kiddos I've ever worked with in my life. Amazing singers. We have amazing dancers, our choreographer, our director, our stage, everybody. I feel like I'm always like just tooting the horn to be tooting it. No, toot, toot, beat, beat. Everybody is really, 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 really talented.
Something that I wanted to focus with this production was diving deep into the connections that these characters have and the heart of the story. I think with Disney shows like this, people tend to focus too much on the spectacle or, Disney magic, and the story gets lost. And so I wanted to focus more on on that because I think people would relate to Ariel and her story.
For more information about this show, go to KSAT.com. Alexis Page, KSAT 12 News.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I can't wait to go and see. But the only issue, they need to stick all the mermaids in tubs of water because they can't walk.
Mermaids can't walk.
Exactly. So they need to just line it back up. It might be a little harder, but it's okay.
Hey, you want something to pick you up a little bit here? We've got some coffee, but not just any coffee. Leslie Munoz is here from the Drink Tank, and what do you got here?
We got our signature café con leche,
which is classic Cuban coffee, which starts with
an espresso shot, double shot
of espresso. And I know it's too hot for hot coffee. We're going to make an iced coffee. And also what you can get there are some really good, authentic Cuban pastries. We're going to be sampling those. Speaking of authentic, how about some good barbecue? That's where Jen is right now. What you got going on, Jen?
Yes, and it's never too hot for some delicious barbecue. We're at 2M Smokehouse out East Owell. The pitmaster joining me. Let's open those up and show our viewers. Is your mouth just watering right now? Because mine is. Now we're going to show this. We're also going to make a salad, and we're going to let you know if and when and where exactly the time of the month you can get that barbacoa Sunday. Right? You're going to share all of that. I'm so hungry now. Mike, back
that
to you.
Looks so good. That raises the question, on your barbecue plate, what do you have to have? Is it brisket? Is it rib, chicken, something like that? That's the big question of the day. All right. The stray pet population is not doing good in South Texas. Sarah Hammond from Humane Society in Braunfels, and you said it's the worst you've ever seen, right?
Yeah, I've been in animal welfare about 20 years, and this is easily the worst that we've ever seen.
All right. How you can help out, how you can adopt these guys, and a whole lot more on SA Live.
Before we get back to Justin, we'll give you that late breaking news update on this traffic situation. SAPD tweeting out that this highway is closed. Eastbound I-10 west Fresno and Hildebrand due to what appears to be a two-car accident, two-vehicle accident.
You can see that at the right side of your screen, not moving at all. No traffic going down. They're still waiting for more information about that crash from SAPD, but just be aware if you're heading out the door, that is still shut down from Fresno to Hildebrand.
Yeah, we have a crew on the scene, so we'll have an update for you on our website, KSAT.com, and then again later on this afternoon on KSAT 12 News at 5 and again at 6. But if you're headed that way, just know there is a road closure right there.
Justin?
Hot out there. We're up to low 90s now. 96 this afternoon. There's an outside chance for a shower or storm today, south and east of San Antonio. Otherwise, we'll see some small chances next few days as tropical moisture mainly stays to our east, and then hot as we head into next week, guys.
All right, Justin, thank you.
Mike's got the coffee. Jen's got the barbecue. Are you kidding me?
I want to go with the barbecue. I'm going to be honest. I'm hungry.
Mike, you can have all the coffee you want.
Exactly.
SA Live starts right
now.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Look at these two guys. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Some cute friends are in the studio, and they are looking for some forever homes. We're going to introduce you to them in just a couple of minutes. And let me tell you, they are the sweetest guys that you have ever met. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Osterhage. Yes, Jen is out there with the barbecue, but I got something really, really tasty here coming up here. So I'm going to give you an extra boost going into the holiday weekend. All right, our first guest can definitely help in case you're feeling a little sluggish here with some yummy, yummy coffee drinks, hot drinks, cold drinks, great treats. And Leslie Munoz, owner of Drink Tank, is here with some of their great creations.
Yes,
welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, nobody wants to really have a hot cup of coffee in the middle of the afternoon on a day like this, but you've got something iced, right?
Yes, I do.
But it is usually consumed hot because it's authentic Cuban coffee, right?
Yes, it's authentic Cuban coffee from Miami and normally consumed hot, but we are going to do it cold today.
So we start with
3 tablespoons of sugar.
Yeah, so this is double shot of espresso?
Double shot of espresso, warm.
3 tablespoons of sugar.
Yes.
So forget about the calories in this
No
one.
calories
so
in this.
That's a
then
lot
you're
of
going to
sugar.
take the hand mixer.
Then we take the little mixer.
And we're caramelizing the sugar in the espresso.
Okay.
Once it gets a nice little brown caramel color at the top with a little bit of a foam, then we know it's about ready.
Right now?
Ready, yep.
Okay. And don't take the little mixture out before you turn it off. I learned that the hard way. So, and then this just goes over
Right
some
over the
ice milk.
ice
And
milk.
the nice thing is, you can put any kind of milk you want to in
Yes,
this.
you can use any kind of lactose-free. You can use coconut milk, almond milk. Right now we are just using, that's good.
Ooh, perfect.
And then you just give it a
stir that up.
mix. See how it has a nice little foam at the top with the caramelized sugar.
And we are good
done.
to go. How do you say cheers?
Cheers. Salud.
Salud. Oh, that's really good. And it is nice and sweet. Even if you don't like sweet coffee, that's an extra special treat. So, and next, if you don't want coffee, want something else, what do we got going on
we have
here?
our guava and blackberry energizer.
All right, so fill me up with some ice first, if you don't mind, right there. Grab a little bit. And while you're doing that, where are you located?
We are located off of Shanefield
Okay, Shanefield and what?
and 1604.
All right, and 3 pumps here.
Yes, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
And then you're gonna fill it up with some club soda.
And simple as that.
A little bit more. There
Doesn't
we go.
that look refreshing? Give me a stir right there.
Bartender stir.
And you just bought Drink Tank,
Yes,
right?
we did. We bought it in February. Actually, our first day was President's Day.
Ooh, that's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, oh, that's really, really good.
Yes,
Well, you could
and-
take that home and add a little something extra to it there,
That's
too.
what we
Just-
always say. A little something, that's your business.
But yeah. Nah, it's okay. Yeah, so why'd you buy a coffee place?
We just thought we were customers for 2 years. It opened in 2020, and we just thought it was a great opportunity. We didn't want to lose the Drink Tank, and so we got the information and great opportunity. We were able to buy it.
Okay, now, not only the great drinks, but then also just feast your eyes on that tray of pastries over there. Describe what we've got going on.
So we have our, that's home to our truck, is our guava and cheese pastelitos. You can only find them authentic here at our truck. We also partner with Cake Thieves, who does our vegan Pop-Tarts and donuts, and then we also partner with Stacy Sweets and Sweet Teas, who make our Rice Krispie Treats, muffins, and these banana Nutella mustachones.
Describe what's in that thing, because that just sounds really, really
is
good.
amazing. So this is a Ritz cracker pecan infused base with cheese, cream cheese, and banana. And on the top is just a drizzle of Nutella.
Okay,
There,
and
did that
now,
for.
back to the guava cream cheese. This is an authentic Cuban pastry,
Yes.
and you know because your husband is from Miami.
From Miami, yes,
Okay.
he's Cuban.
And this is the hot version of the coffee we made off the top there, the original.
Yes.
So you have to dunk this in the warm
We
coffee,
dunk
right?
it, yes.
Just to make it extra good.
Just a
So and this is
little
the
bit.
only, you said the only place in town where you can get these?
Yes, authentic pastelitos.
Okay.
What do you think?
That is the lightest, flakiest little pastry on there?
Yes.
Mmm.
It's cream cheese, guava, and a little bit of the pastry, puff pastry.
Could you do the rest of the show for me, please?
Sure. All right.
Jen can have the barbecue right now. I'm liking this stuff. So once again, excuse me for my mouthful. You guys are over there on Shanefield Road?
Yes, and 1604.
Okay. Well, interesting factoid. She loves to read, likes to go through 30 books a year because you're a teacher, right?
I am a teacher, yes. I teach 6th grade ELA, and I'm a special education teacher as well.
What school?
I teach for NISD, and I'm at Bernal Middle School.
Okay,
yes.
don't mind.
Hi.
If you would like more information about Drink Tank, don't forget they offer a 10% discount every day to teachers, veterans, first responders, and for more information, go to our website, salive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. All right, I just mentioned that Jen's out there with barbecue, and that got us thinking. So, if you had to pick just one thing to go onto your barbecue plate, what would it be? Jen, what would it be? One thing on your barbecue plate.
Yes, turkey for me. I'm all about the turkey. So turkey with the barbecue sauce and
Okay.
I don't know what it is about the turkey. What about you, Mike?
Ribs. I love nice, juicy, moist, meaty ribs that just fall off the bone. Love that. So. Okay, we're talking about
Makes me feel
food.
even more bad, you know, because we had that today. Sorry, Mike. I'll send you a plate.
Hey, I've got these great pastries, so it's a wash here. So what do you got going on over there?
All right, yes, let us know your answers, by the way. We may share some of them a little later in the show. Now, I mentioned turkey, right? When it comes to barbecue, Isaul, the pitmaster here at 2M Smokehouse, that's your go-to as well, right? Turkey?
It is, Jen. It actually is. Every single time I go to a barbecue joint, I always try and check out how their turkey is. I always say it's one of the easiest cuts of meats to cook, so it's really easy to mess up.
Good point. See, so when you find the good one, right, it's like, oh,
yes,
gotta hold on to that. All right, so you're sharing some of your pit pointers, right? Some secrets.
Yeah, absolutely. So today, what we have for you guys is we have beef short ribs.
Okay.
Okay, and pretty much there's two kinds of pork rib. There's two kinds of beef ribs inside of a cow. There's chuck ribs and there's short beef ribs. The short beef ribs are a little bigger and they're a little meatier, and they have a little bit more marbling, as you can see. And that's pretty much what it is that you look for when you look for short ribs, right? You're gonna look for a nice marbling, a nice thick rib, and a nice fat cap on top. You're not gonna trim anything off of this. You're gonna put it on the pit just like this.
And you get a lot for your money, right? You mentioned with this.
Yeah, you really do. So the beauty of beef short ribs is that a lot of people are always shooting for higher quality meats. On a beef short rib, there's so much intermuscular fat that even a lesser quality meat goes a long way.
All right, now you're gonna show us how you season it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we pretty much have here is simple, right? We have 90, 10, salt and pepper. We have a little bit of garlic powder in here. And we just kind of mix that in together.
And you mentioned to me earlier a place to get this, you can get it from a butcher, obviously, but Central Market, right, is where?
Yes, if you have a good local butcher, obviously always go there first, but if you're gonna go to HEB, which a lot of us do, Central Market HEB is the way to go. Watch your face, don't want to get you. And you're gonna want to get all the sides. A lot of people neglect the sides, but you need to get the sides.
Good point.
All right, it's a thick cut of meat, so you want the flavor to penetrate all the way as much as you can.
And this is a high school dream for you, right? To be able to own your own.
Yeah, ever since me and my business partner were in high school, we used to always talk about owning a barbecue joint and just being able to do this one day, and to be able to do that now is just a dream come true.
So awesome. All right, so
seasoned. Now we got this guy, and we're going to season him up, and we're going to put it on the pit, right? Depending on what size pit you have. Here at the restaurant, we run a 20-foot long pit. Okay. A lot of people don't have a 20-foot long pit, so we're looking at maybe a 2-foot, 4-foot long pit that you have at home and things like that. So you're going to want to put this bad boy on, right? Big bones facing the fire. Okay. Right? Offset cookers, but if you're cooking indirect, it's okay too. If you're cooking direct, it's fine. Just make sure the coals are off to the side. Other than that, you're gonna put it on there 225 for 6 hours. After that, go ahead and bump it up. You're gonna bump it up to about 300 degrees. Once it hits 180, go ahead and wrap it up in butcher paper or foil, whatever it is that you prefer. And then once it hits 298, pull it out and you're good to go.
And we have that.
And we do. We have the finished product with us here.
The magic of television, because we've got it ready here. Oh, man. And we saw a little glimpse of that earlier.
That's the beauty of it.
Yes.
So.
And Mike's favorite, by the way, are the ribs.
Here we go. And now that we got these bad boys.
And they can come here, obviously, this weekend, too, to get some.
Yes, we have beef ribs here every Saturday. And then, of course, this weekend is Barbacoa Sunday, which is also 4th of July, so that's going to be
just a nice
really
right?
neat.
Like a gift right there, guys, because you do it once a month only, right?
Yes, we only do it once a month. So this is the finished product, and you're going to see, you're going to want it to be a little bouncy. I'll go ahead and cut it up here.
Bounce, yeah. Right. Oh, my goodness. Take it. Look at that.
And you'll be able to see that right there.
Beautiful.
And that's what you want. You want beautiful. You don't want it to be too mushy. You want it to be. You want to see almost little squares in there. You can see the intermuscular fat. And this is a really perfect cooked rib.
A little sample here of that.
Absolutely. Please dig in. So
good. Now, you talked about the way you cook it, but while that's cooking, we have a lentil salad that we're going to try to whip up real quick.
Yeah, while that's cooking, so we make here at the restaurant, we make a little lentil salad. You're going to go ahead and put that in there. We got some basil. We have some peanuts in there. We're going to throw some cherry tomatoes in there, all of them. Let's toss that in there. We got some sun-dried tomatoes right here. Toss that in there. We're going to throw some parsley. All right, and then we're going to whip up a little concoction right here. So we're going to throw all the seasoning in there. Here you go.
So many different elements.
So many.
Yes.
That's the beauty of cooking, right? It's like so many steps, and then all of this just for one thing.
That goes into it, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna whip that up, and then you're just gonna pour it in there, and then we're gonna get your hands dirty a little bit, and you're gonna mix it all up.
Perfect. Now, while we do this, because we are finishing up here, let's talk about your hours so people know.
Yeah, so hours at the restaurant here, Thursday through Sunday, absolutely, we're going to get right in there. So just Thursday through Sunday, from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m., or if we sell out before then obviously we close then. You guys can always give us a call, text us, email us, any questions or concerns you guys might want to have. If you're coming down here and you feel like you might not make it, just give us a call. We're more than happy to let you know how much time you have or where the line is at or if we have any food left.
Yes, well, that's a good sign. You know, when there's a long line, that means this is good stuff. Mike, I'm going to take a bite and maybe you can live through me a little bit. So, well, thank you. And we have more goodies coming up, by the way, here.
I love how you're teasing me. And when and just pulled it apart and how is it? Is it as good as it looks?
Right off the bone. Yes.
Yeah.
It just falls right off the bone. I think Ted, our photographer, might get some too.
And then she's got dessert coming up as well. I'll meet you back at the station. You better have something with you there, Jen. Anyway, thank you. We're going to check in with her just a little bit later on. That looks so good. Okay, still ahead on SA Live. It's another weekend of professional football in the Alamo City. How they're celebrating military members and how you can score a big deal on tickets for the whole family. But first, South Texas rescues are overflowing with pets and they desperately need your help. What you can do and how you can get your pet microchipped for free, that's next on SA Live.